Tonight on CTV, a relieving update on a girl who went missing in Fort Collins this Monday.
Then we will dive deeper into expected budget cuts here in Fort Collins.
After that, a look into downtown parking changes and the significance of Aggie Day.
All this and more tonight on CTV.
Good evening, Rams. My name is Gabrielle Hibbets. A 13-year-old girl who went missing in Fort Collins on Monday was recently found and was unharmed. Mia was seen near Kirkwood Drive at around 12 in the morning before she went missing, and concern for her well-being escalated after an initial post from Fort Collins police. During the hours of uncertainty, Fort Collins police urged direct communication for those with knowledge of Mia's location, and she was at last located around 2:35 in the morning on Tuesday.
Hi, I'm Karma Robbins. A deadly accident shut down part of Interstate 25 in Lone Tree yesterday afternoon. Police say a tire came loose from a northbound vehicle, bounced across the median and struck a car heading south. The driver of that car was killed instantly. The northbound driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating with investigators. Traffic in both directions was heavily delayed for hours. Authorities are reminding drivers to check their vehicles and make sure their tires are secure. This weekend, Colorado State is celebrating its roots with Aggie Day. CSU was founded back in 1870 as the Agricultural College of Colorado, part of the land grant system designed to teach practical skills to farmers and ranchers. In those early years, the school was known as the Aggies, and its original colors were pumpkin and alfalfa. The tradition lives on each year with Aggie Day, when students and teams honor the university's agricultural heritage. It's a reminder that CSU's modern campus and research programs grew from humble beginnings in agriculture.
Every year they host this ceremony for the class of 1970 because they were at the traditional period of where they came from A&M to State, and that's usually hosted in the Hilton every year, which is why Aggie Day is important.
And while much has changed since 1870, Aggie Day continues to connect students, alumni, and the community, celebrating CSU's history and agricultural roots. That's all we have right now, but stick around after this break, where I will talk about the budget cuts Fort Collins will be facing.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm going to need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Fort Collins is facing millions of dollars in budget gaps, and city leaders say cuts are unavoidable. An $11 million budget is expected for the remainder of this year, and the deficit is projected to grow more than $15 million in 2026. To control spending, the city has implemented a hiring freeze, put non-essential projects on hold, and is freezing millions in funds across departments. Officials say they are trying to protect critical services like police, fire, and utilities, but residents could still see reductions in other programs and community services. Council members will review proposals this fall as they begin shaping next year's budget with many warning there are tough choices ahead.
Helping students roll into the fall 2025 semester is CSU's new bicycle and e-device program, Rams Roll. I spoke with the Associate Director of Transportation to see what Rams Roll is all about and how the program will make active transportation on campus safer and easier.
At Colorado State University, bikes, e-bikes, and scooters are everywhere. But with so many wheels on the move, safety and accessibility are more important than ever.
It's all about increasing ridership, reducing the theft, increasing that accessibility, and then also making sure that folks are safe when they're traveling here.
According to Jamie Gaskill, the Associate Director of Active Transportation, the new bicycle and e-device registration program comes with expanded services such as rack management, education programs, and theft mitigation strategies.
And we're going to hire a team of 8 students who their job is to keep the racks clear of abandoned bikes and to be out there educating folks about how to properly lock them. They're going to be doing rack patrol.
Maintaining safe and accessible active transportation all year round.
And they're actually going to even be out there in the wintertime shoveling snow around key bike rack areas so that those are clear.
The goal? Keep bikes moving, no matter the season. But to make it all work, Gaskill says students need to take the first step and register.
You know, this is to everybody's benefit for everyone here to be registered because it's a benefit to the person who owns the bike, it's a benefit to the university, it's a benefit to the whole community.
Whether it's clearer racks, safer storage, or snow-free access in winter, Rams Roll is paving the way for a more connected campus, one ride at a time.
Students can register their bikes and scooters under Rams Roll by first setting up an account with the Bike Index, entering their information, and then purchasing the required registration sticker. Downtown Fort Collins is moving forward with updates to its parking system, aiming to improve access for visitors and businesses while ensuring long-term financial stability. Currently, downtown operates with free, time-limited on-street parking alongside paid garage parking, resulting in overcrowded streets and near-empty parking garages. The city is coming up with strategies to reduce congestion and establish a self-sustaining system. Community engagement opportunities will begin later this year with open houses and focused meetings for downtown business owners and stakeholders. That's all we have right now, but stick around after this break where Robert will talk about some of the struggles one of our local fraternities will be facing.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
One of CSU's most storied fraternities has been quartered on a property in Lake Street since the 60s. But the property's days may be numbered, as the Farmhouse Alumni Association has some large plans. Lake Street is home to several of CSU's key components which make up the university's identity. Greek life is one of these components, being home to fraternities such as Farmhouse. The Farmhouse fraternity has been quartered in this house for 60 years. But the structure's days may be numbered, as larger plans may move forward. The plan in question is to build a large 5-story mixed-use building, which contains the fraternity house, student apartment housing, and other amenities. The new structure will be massive, measuring at 192,000 square feet over 5 floors, a markedly large jump from the 9,000 square feet of the current 2-story house. Although the fraternity chapter has declined to comment, the chapter's alumni association has said that, quote, "Our association has been exploring options for a new chapter facility to support Farmhouse's future at CSU. The project is being led largely by Farmhouse alumni and is intended to preserve a strong chapter presence. The project is currently in its conceptual review stage of planning. A review meeting was held by the City of Fort Collins August 14th. The city has not responded to CTV as of September 4th. If these plans go forward, both the fraternity and students alike will have more places to live, work, and call home. Robert Sides, CTV. Among other things, the building is meant to preserve the mission of the Farmhouse fraternity. However, the project is still in planning and nothing has been finalized. But stay tuned, for after the break is Weather with Aubrey.
I'll be right back. Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Hi guys, welcome back Rams. It's your weather anchor Aubrey Francis. Let's look at the current conditions. Right now it's 81 degrees and it's cloudy post the 30-minute rain with humidity at 27% and winds at 9 miles per hour headed northeast. Tomorrow you can expect sun with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 47 degrees, with winds at 8 miles per hour headed southeast and humidity at 62%, the sun setting at 7:25 p.m. Looking at our 5-day forecast, Saturday it's sunny with a high of 79 degrees and a low of 51 degrees. Then it'll be cloudy on Sunday with a high of 81 degrees and a low of 57. Back to sun on Monday with a high of 87 degrees and a low of 55. And ending out with clouds on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with 85-degree highs and 86-degree highs, and then 54-degree low and 55-degree lows. Looking at our city lows for tonight, headed down that I-25 corridor, we stay within the 50-degree range. Moving out toward those eastern plains, we're sticking with those 50s, dipping down to 48 in Lyman. Going over to the western slopes, we have high 40s, Craig at 48 degrees, then shooting up to 64 in Grand Junction. That's all I have for you tonight, Rams. Heading it over to Peyton with sports.
Hi Rams, it's Thursday and that time of the show where we talk sports. I'm Peyton Burrell and tonight we'll take a look at some of Colorado State's athletic opportunities for students.
The fall season of campus recreation has officially began and students are gearing up for good competition and community through intramural sports and sport clubs on campus. Last week, IM Sport registration opened to students of all backgrounds. Memberships cost $10 and grant access to unlimited co-ed, gender-specific, and individual IM sports through the rec center. Students can choose to build a team from scratch or put their name on a free agent list, which other teams are able to view and sift through to find new athletes to compete with. Fall IM sports offered at CSU include flag football, dodgeball, 3-on-3 basketball, ultimate frisbee, and even online fantasy leagues. IM sports are offered to students of all athletic levels and backgrounds, aiming to give students an outlet to meet new friends and continue playing sports in college. Students may also consider joining CSU sport clubs, which offer even more of a competitive edge and the opportunity to compete at the national level against other schools.
Sports clubs at CSU is run incredibly. They have a lot of organization and they really make sure that every athlete on the team is involved and following the rules and regulations, and we also have a blast skiing and interacting with other sports clubs as well.
Sport clubs are student managed and look for serious athletes to compete. With over 1,000 athletes involved, CSU has secured over 30 national championships, including titles in baseball, men's ice hockey, men's and women's lacrosse, rodeo, and more.
So it is a competitive environment for those who want to race hard and challenge themselves, but we also wear glitter and we keep it super fun.
Sport club athletes have access to an athletic trainer during competitions and occasionally during practices. Additional CPR certified officers are required at all activities for safety and well-being of those involved.
We make sure that all of the athletes are safe and sound in every single environment that they're a part of. We are trained in CPR classes, basis for life, not like life support in a way. We have different codes that we can call for any different situations, such as like an injury on the field, some kind of medical injury. We have EEDs available, we have go bags available. All of the staff is trained on that now.
Prioritizing safety, inclusivity, and fun, students are invited and encouraged to join a CSU sports team. Peyton Burrell, CTV News.
That's all we have for you tonight, Rams. Check out our YouTube channel for more content. Stay safe and have a great weekend.